Hi guys, welcome back. In our previous video, we created a token for a user. We created the method that we created a method that generates token for a user with JWT JSON Web Token, and we validated emails to make sure users signing up are not already on our database. So if the user is already on our database, the user has to log in. It returns a error message saying email already exists. So the user has to log in. So in this video, in this tutorial, what I'm going to do in this particular section is I don't want anybody that has access to our APIs to be able to make queries with our APIs. Even though you have access to it, you shouldn't be able to. So because it's not a public API, I don't want anybody having access to it. No, somebody just have access to our API and then decide to be signing up users. Let's say create a bot that signs up user regularly on our API just because he knows our API and then crash our servers. So we don't want that. We want any user trying to access do things in our API, you must have a client key. If you don't have a client key, you shouldn't be able to. Like you don't have the power or the authority to do so. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to create a method here. I'm just going to copy this and duplicate it. So duplicate. So I'll say this is client key. So the client key will be passed in as a header. It will be passing in our headers. So that's why I'm creating it in these headers. Let me just call this key. If we are not returning anything, it's just without the return statement here, the JS docs will query about it. So I just have to, even though we're not returning anything. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to name this client key. Client key. Yep. And I'm moving everything here. We don't need all this. We don't need signature and catch. We don't need an async. Now wait. One more thing I'm going to do. I'm going to create a new variable here called client underscore key. And the naming, like the naming shouldn't be the same. They shouldn't be the same. It shouldn't, and the naming shouldn't make any meaning. Like I said, it shouldn't make any meaning at all. Both your JSON web token, like it should be longer than this. In fact, it should be longer than this. It shouldn't make any meaning at all. Like I can't even say what this is. So if it doesn't make any meaning, nobody can guess it. Nobody will be able to guess your JWT token or client key. So it's very important you do that. So I'm going to go to our config file and I'll duplicate this. No, Control Z. Yeah. So this should be client key, client underscore key, and in our headers I'm going to import it, which is client key. Nice. So in our file here, I'm going to client key I'm going to destructure client key from our headers. So I'll say if client key exists, yeah, and if it exists one and the client key is equals to, and the client key lowercase k, yeah, and this client key is equals to, oh, sorry, and this client key is equals to our client key. Yeah, so if it exists and is equals to our client key, run the next middleware. Yeah. Else, if if it's not there and it doesn't exist, hey, return to us res.status, return to the user res.status 400. Hey, you're making a bad request. Yeah, you're trying to access me without a client key. Sorry, we need a client key to access me. So that's exactly what we are telling the user to do. So say invalid, or let's say please pass in a client key. Please add a client key. Yeah, so makes more sense. So save. Um, that's it, and I'm going to import it in our route. So it's in our header. So I'll say client key, and it should be before validation because before you can do anything like here, you need to be client key. You need to pass in the client key to even validate the user and do all that thing. So if there's no client key here, it will stop at this point to run this other middlewares. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to access this route. Hey, please add a client key. Please add a client key. Please add a client key. So if I pass in a client key now, a client key, which is that is not a valid one. So this is not a valid client key. Like it's not our client key. Please pass. Please add a client key. So if I go to our env and copy the original client key, Control C, and pass it in, I should be able to get email already exists. I think yeah, email already exists. Nice. So we've protected our routes. Like nobody can be you can't access our route without a client key. So if you don't have a client key, you can't do anything. There's nothing you can do on our API. So you need a client key to be able to create users, to be able, for users to be able to sign up. Like, but how we are going to use this when we get to the front end, I'll show you how we're going to use this. But we are going to pass this on our front on our headers and front end. Anyway, and that's it. And that's pretty much it. See you in the next video. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. Have any feedback for me, leave it in the comment section below. And see you in the next video. Our next video is going to be the login system, and we've covered up everything, we've fixed everything, created every module. So it's going to be straight to the point. See you in the next video. Bye.